Hello everyone. I welcome you here again. So today we have Mr. Sunny Mukherjee with us. So welcome Sunny.
Uh, Hello, Punit sir. Thank you for inviting me to the talk.
It's our pleasure. So Mr. Sunny is IIT Hyderabad PhD scholar. So we want to hear from him about his academic background first.
So I have done my 10th and 12th in like under the ICSE board. So from St. Xavier's Institution in Kolkata. So I've been a Kolkata resident through and through. And for my BTech, I did my BTech in biotechnology from Amity University, Kolkata. So I finished that in 2019, in middle of 2019. Then I got a job from campus placement from the same. And I was working at a Bangalore startup. It was basically pharmaceutical R&D for about 1.5 years. So after which I got sick and tired of the corporate life and I decided to switch to academia. And that's when I decided I will study. I cleared GATE and then I joined NIT Jalandhar for my MTech in biotechnology. After completing my MTech from NIT Jalandhar, I sat for my PhD admissions and I got selected, or rather I chose the IIT Hyderabad and the Deakin University joint PhD fellowship, for which I'm currently studying under. And right now I am in the domain of nanobiotechnology and toxicology.
Okay, that's wonderful. Do you want to share about the selection procedure and especially about the Deakin's University? How is it a joint fellowship thing?
Okay. So for the selection process, actually, Deakin University and IIT Hyderabad, the joint fellowship program, the fellowship particularly opens up once a year during roughly around the time period of April, May, during which you have to go to the web page. So the page is under the subdomain of CIP. So CIP stands for Center for Interdisciplinary Programs, which is a separate department at IIT Hyderabad. So once you go to that web page, you will see options for these fellowships, like the CIP fellowship itself. Then you have IITH Deakin. Then you have IITH Swinburne. So there are a few fellowships there. So once the fellowship is open, or rather they're accepting admission requests, we have to fill the form and we have to submit it. The minimum eligibility criteria is 8.5 CGPA, maintaining at either your post-graduation level or at your graduation level. And also you need a national level qualification exam. For example, it can be CSIR NET or it can be GATE. And if you are belonging to some IITs, NITs, and you have already cleared JE, then you have a waiver on the GATE or NET, which comes later before the post-graduation. But that 8.5 CGPA is a relative criteria that they're maintaining for selection. Once you get selected from this basic criteria, if you get selected from this basic criteria, also you have to submit a CV along with the application form. So if they select you, they will send you a mail that you are selected for the interview process, and you have only one interview round. So the interview round is basically a double blind process. So whoever faculty, or suppose you want to work under some faculty, or some faculty will take you for the fellowship in their lab, they cannot interview you. It is the system is maintained to remove any kind of bias that way. Yeah. So usually the interview takes place in the form of two IITH professors and one professor from Deakin University.
Okay.
So that's the general rule. There may be variations here and there. So whoever from our batch has interviewed, they have kind of faced the same thing. So there might be a 2:1, but always the situation is at least one person from Deakin University and one person from IITH will be there to interview you.
Okay.
After the selection process is done, I think if you are selected, you will receive a selection mail from them within a span of 14 to 20 days, depending on the conditions.
Okay. So usually in a year, what is the strength? How many students get selected for this kind of
Okay.
joint fellowship?
So this is relatively less for this IITH program, Deakin program. So for example, in the previous batch, so we are running in the second batch of the same program. So in the previous batch, I think there are approximately 13 scholars who were selected, approx. 13 scholars who were selected. And out of 13, maybe 11 have joined, 11 or 10 have joined.
Okay.
In our batch, 10 people were selected and 9 of us have joined.
Okay. So it is across
Yeah.
engineering branches, or how is it?
No, it is across various engineering branches, but they will take from research as well. Because I have a fellow mate from the same program who has been selected from MSc biotechnology background. But it is generally engineering heavy, the batches, if you consider that. The trend is towards engineering. So it's not just for biotechnology as people might assume. So people are selected across various domains. For example, there is electrical engineering, AI. AI means it can be CS. CS people can join. CS and IT people can join in AI. There is structural engineering. There is mechanical engineering. So all of these domains, they have a chance. They have different names for the domains, but ideally it sort of forms like this interdisciplinary bubble at the end.
So what is the role of Deakin's University, and what is the means expectation from them, from you?
So what Deakin University actually is doing is, so they're very selective about the process. They're asking for a 8.0 GPA cut, and they are asking for good CVs, or a good profile as a whole. Because as far as I have seen, whoever has been selected to the program does have an excellent profile to their name.
Yes.
Right. So what they are expecting is they are running like this research collaboration with IIT Hyderabad. There is financial support from their end, and we are trying to provide them with better research proposals as well as better research as a whole. So with this, it's kind of like this de facto technology transfer that is happening between the two universities. It's a research collaboration. So what they expect from us is just that they want like innovative research. They want someone with a good profile who not only has like this, rote learning, they also are looking for this analytical skills and presentation skills. Because compared to the general PhD interviews that even I have encountered, their interviews are a lot more focused on how you present your thesis to them, like be it your undergraduate thesis or be it your uh, postgraduate thesis.
Okay.
So they emphasize a lot, and majority of the people who are selected do get selected because of how articulate they are and how good they can produce their research or how they can present their research.
Right. Right. So do you will you get a chance to stay to spend some time there in that university, or will it be online everything?
Yeah, see, as far as the agreement or the mandate that we have received, so they have like sort of an agreement with us that we need to at least spend 3 months, that's the minimum, at Deakin University. And we can spend a maximum of 12 months at that place for continuing our research. So during which there is an entire different funding situation, which I can explain later. And this 3 to 12 months is the major thing here, during which we actually travel to Australia. So it's not like this kind of an online research collaboration. So they have great labs there, which we will have full access to, and we can actually work there as a part of Deakin University itself.
Your degree or certificate will be including the name of both the institute, or
Yes, both,
how is
both,
it?
both.
Okay.
Yeah, both.
Okay. Okay. So you will get a supervisor there as well as in Hyderabad.
Yeah. So after your selection into the procedure, because see, what they do is usually per domain, like I mentioned, there are different domains, right? So the domains that are here, as far as I remember, are AI for healthcare and AI for cybersecurity. They have these domains. Then they have future sustainable infrastructure, which correlates to structural and civil engineering.
Okay. Okay.
And then they have smart materials.
Okay.
So that correlates to material sciences, metallurgical material sciences engineering. And then they have HCHT. So HCHT stands for healthcare and health technologies, which, as you can guess from the name, stands for biomedical.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they have these domains. So based on these domains, they take certain number of people in. So usually per domain, they take 2 to 3 people. That's it.
Okay. Okay.
2 to 3 people per domain they will take per session of intake. And after we are selected, we are provided with a choice of project proposals or topics that are there. So that project proposal itself will have the names of the supervisors who are associated with IIT Hyderabad and the supervisors who are associated with Deakin University.
Okay. Okay.
So we are supposed to follow through and then select at the end.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So what are your career aspirations? What do you want to become once you complete your PhD journey?
Yeah, I actually I have decided that I want to be in academia through and through. So I have decided that after I am done with my PhD, I will try for a postdoc at some established university, and I want to be in a good lab that has like a creative thinking or a forward thinking potential. So I want to pursue my postdoc for a few years, and then after that I want to switch to teaching. So
Okay.
that can be anywhere. I can want to stay in India or I can stay abroad. Depends on the condition at that time.
Okay, that's wonderful. So is there anything else you want to share with the viewers?
Yeah, actually, so the thing I wanted to share was you always have to keep yourself open to opportunities like this. So there are a lot of these fellowships available, like this international collaborative fellowships. So I know that many people aspire to, go abroad for their higher studies because of it. It may be because of enhanced resources, maybe because of some personal factors. So you should always keep yourself keep your ears and eyes open to such opportunities, because in this way you can stay rooted here, you can stay rooted at the university where you are, you can stay close to your home, and you can also get the international exposure along with the correct certification. And along with that, one more rather advice I would have to people who are pursuing PhD or maybe who are even in postgraduate research, that sometimes we get too lost in competition and we get very lost in work. So we stop having fun, and we stop having fun in the work itself. We try to select work or we try to do work in which we don't enjoy. So that becomes like a chore, or that becomes like hard work for us. So my advice to everyone will be to enjoy what you do and enjoy yourself while you do it. So that's it.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true. So thank you so much, Sunny, for sharing your information, learning, and time with us. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.